Welcome to the 2-Minute Drill, where we give you the latest news, scores, and updates on America's team. I'm your host, Jazzy Black.
And I'm 2 Live Craig.
What a game, Craig.
I tried to tell you, didn't I?
What a game. 33-16 against the Las Vegas Raiders. There's a lot going on. We had our bye week. Lost our defensive end, Marsha and Nealon.
Yep.
The Cowboys had to recover from that. The city is still recovering from that. They had to get out there and play. There's just a lot to unpack. So where should we start?
Let's talk about Dak.
Let's talk about Dak.
I think Dak, I tried to say it a little bit from the beginning of when we started these conversations in the beginning of the year. But I told you Dak was going to have a great year.
Yeah.
That offensive line is playing very well. The running game is helping. Then you got CD and you got GP. So you've got weapons that are extremely, extremely dangerous, and you can't cover them both.
Yeah.
As we've seen, that offense is extremely explosive. And I think they're going to score a lot more points.
How did you feel like Dak maintained his composure when the O-line was struggling a little bit?
I think that's what makes him so great is he's a great leader and he's able to keep his cool. One of the most, valuable tools as a quarterback is being able to stay calm under pressure. When pressure's in your face, when chaos is around you, you've got to be able to slow everything down and make the right decisions, not panic. And I think he did a phenomenal job of that. Obviously, he's a professional. He's been playing this game his whole life, playing at an extremely high level. For a long time. I don't think he gets enough credit for that.
Yeah.
But he's done a phenomenal job. So shout out to 4.
Let's talk about Quinn and Williams. He said one man can't change everything. But did he change everything last night?
He definitely made an impact.
Was this the debut that Dallas needed?
I think so. I think he showed up big time.
Yeah.
He showed up and he played a great game. And I think that his impact made it easier for the back end guys to do their job. Yeah.
I am looking forward to seeing more. I'll say that much. Let's jump a little bit into Overshone's return from the linebacker room. Had his injury. I think he had a solid performance.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he came out and he did his job. He played at an elite level, and he's flying to the football. I don't think he had any missed assignments or anything like that. So, he's somebody that instantly made an impact. Obviously, having both of those guys making an impact really, really bolstered that defense.
Right.
And gave them some pieces that they were missing that they needed real help with.
Yeah.
They instantly came in and they fixed it. So shout out to them. And then obviously the coaching staff for the game plan, they played a great game. So.
Right. Speaking of the coaches, there was a situation that happened at the beginning of the game, and everybody was like, where's CD? Where's George Pickens? They did come out and were just saying that it was like a coach's decision, but everything's kind of been like under wraps. Like, what was that? What?
Couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
Like, that ain't my business. I be trying not to, some stuff I be like,
But I mean, things happen. It could have been anything from, maybe they missed a meeting or they missed a walkthrough or something.
Right.
That happens pretty often. It's not something that's, too far-fetched to believe, so.
They can still backdoor it, though, put up 144 yards and a touchdown.
I tried to tell you that them two are deadly.
When it's time to go to work, they said it's time to clock in.
Yeah. And I said it from day one, man. GP is a different breed. And when you've got a guy like CD already and you bring in a GP, it's hard to cover for defenses. I don't care what you do. You can try to play man. You can try to bracket them. They're going to beat up your zone. So there's really not very many ways to stop both of those guys, if there is one.
Right, if there is one. Speaking of that, we got the Eagles on the way. What do you think is one thing that we absolutely need to carry into this Eagles game, and how are we going to slow Jalen Hurts down?
Yeah, I think that defense is kind of on task. They know what their job is this week. That defensive line and the linebackers have a pretty a struggle ahead of them if they don't get it right. So I think the game plan will be obviously to make sure that they stop the run game, and the DBs are going to have to make sure that they're on their job too, making sure that they keep everything on the back end free. And really, I mean, if you can stop Jalen Hurts, you can win the football game.
Thanks.
We've seen that over and over. So, I think with the 2 new additions, with Overshone and with him coming back, we're in a good spot.
Do you think if Dallas wins this game, this is going to change our playoff?
Yeah, I think it changes the playoff picture a little bit. I'm not sure how significant it is, but it's definitely going to make an impact as far as the NFC East goes. I mean,
Right.
it's, you know, anytime the Cowboys and the Eagles play, there's definitely something up. There's going to be some energy in there, so it should be fun.
No, for real. Was this the best defense we've seen?
That defense
all
looked good.
season?
That defense looked good.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you know, they're playing with a little renewed energy.
Right.
You know, I think that it was an emotional time, I think, for everybody over the last couple of weeks. And to be honest, you know, it's something you never hope for.
Yeah.
You hope never happens.
Right.
But to see the way this team has rallied together, I think it's brought them closer. I think it's changed a lot of their mindsets, a lot of their outlook on life, you know, and football, obviously. But I think that this team is extremely tied in, even more so than ever before.
Yeah, I was going to ask just about this being like a unifying moment for the team, especially with them the irony of the bye week being that space in between the time whenever they got the news versus having to come back and play is just probably a lot to take in. How do you think that tribute in the beginning of the game impacted how they went out there and played?
Oh, I think it gave them a source of energy. I think that when you play with a heavy heart, but you play with passion for someone that, you know, was with you 2 weeks ago.
Right.
I think that gave them all a little extra that night. I think that it really fired them up and got them to the point where they all played with heart. That team, every single one of those guys played with their hearts. And you could tell they were playing for something bigger than the game of football. It wasn't just a normal Monday night football game.
Right.
This was a team that was strong together, and they were playing for each other and for their brother that they lost.
Right. And still just sending love out to the Cowboys team, the family and friends of Marsha and Nealon. We have some resources, you know, just available at our website, thebgfw.com, and just want to put this out there. If you are someone that you know is struggling, you know, one, check on your strong friends. Let's start there. Check on your strong friends. There might have been people that you thought about that you haven't reached out to. Hit them up. Send some love, you know.
Absolutely.
And we need more love. So just remember to not only be kind to others, but be kind to yourself too. Because sometimes we need that reminder. We can be so hard on ourselves. Life is life and for everybody, and you are not alone. So make sure you stay locked in with us all season for your Cowboys coverage. And give me a follow on Instagram at Jazzy Black. It's Jazzy with an I.
And at 2LiveCraig, number 2, LIVECRAIG.
Now, Craig.
Yes, ma'am.
2 Live has been going crazy. I've been watching you on social media, do all kinds of stuff. I saw you hanging out with Gunna. I saw you on the sidelines of the games. What's the latest? What are you?
Well, I'm excited to see Gunna December 11th right here in Dallas, Texas. Would love for you to come hang out.
You've been giving out tickets on the radio.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I might have some tickets too.
Yep.
You know, 2 Live Culture, the agency. We had a historic weekend this weekend. Caden Davis. Actually, let me take that back. We had a historic weekend. Miles Price, Minnesota Vikings, almost at 1,000 return yards right now.
Wow.
Leading the NFL in kick return yards as a rookie, undrafted free agent. Yep. And Dalen Cambry, our New York Giant, got activated this week, played in his first NFL game, NFL debut. First play, Jazzy, his first NFL play, made the tackle on kickoff.
What?
Yep. So boys are balling. All the high school boys are balling. The college kids are balling. We got portal opening up, so we got some guys to move around. We got some big announcements, some big partnerships coming up. A whole lot of music in the front.
Yeah.
Excited about what's to come. So.
That's so cool. Okay, so if people want to catch up and just see what's going on in 2 Live world, where can they follow you at?
At 2 Live Craig, at 2 Live Culture, 2 Live. We here.